You are listening to the voice of self-discovery. Learn to discover a better you every day. Hi there, this is Self-Discovery Revelations with me, Priscilla Apia Ejari. You can simply call me Priscilla App. Today on Self-Discovery Revelations, I ask you, how motivated are you to reach your goals? And how hard do you push yourself to get things done? In this episode, I'm talking about self-motivation and hopefully help you find your fire to be able to stay driven to achieve your goals. Let's consider two scenarios you've likely experienced. First, you have something you have to do. You are not excited or passionate about it, but you know you need to get it done. This feeling of obligation motivates you to work hard to complete the task. Second scenario, you have something you want to do. You are interested in the task, and you might have assigned this task to yourself rather than receiving it from someone else. And you are happy to put in the time and effort to complete it. My question to you is, in which of the two scenarios are you more effective? In which scenario are you more efficient? And in which scenario do you feel the most fulfilled? I'm willing to bet that your answer to each of these questions is scenario 2. It likely won't come as a surprise that doing something for its own sake and for the fact that you desire to do it is likely to be more fulfilling, enjoyable, and successful than doing something because you are compelled by external forces to do it. The feeling described in scenario 2 is that of self-motivation, which is what we all need to cultivate. But there's nothing more powerful for self-motivation than the right attitude stemming from the right mindset. You can't choose or control your circumstances, but you can choose your attitude towards your circumstances based on your mindset. So here are some keys to self-motivation I've learned over the years. One is to have a growth mindset. You cannot be self-motivated if your mental state does not tell you that talent, intelligence, and whatever you call success can be developed through effort. You need to be mentally prepared every day to make the efforts needed for your growth. And this preparedness comes from knowing that you can be good at anything because your abilities are entirely due to your actions and effort. Once you have this mental disposition, you view failure as a revelation of a knowledge or skill gap and see it as an opportunity to learn. You know, the best thing you can do for the whole world is to make the most of yourself. And you can only make the most of yourself if you have a growth mindset that feeds your motivation to keep learning and growing. So I challenge you, open the window of your mind. Allow fresh air, new light, and new truths to enter. Adopt a growth mindset. The second key is to have a vision for your life. And if you already have one, clarify your vision. The number one reason why people fail to achieve their goals is they lack clarity of vision. A vision is an inspiring picture of the future that energizes your mind, your will, your emotions to do everything in your power to achieve a certain outcome. Vision gives you a reason to get up in the morning. It provides the spark that propels you forward. It activates your sense of purpose, connecting your daily work to your understanding of why you were placed here on earth. And you know, the clarity of your vision relates directly to your level of motivation. Because self-motivation requires personal standards against which you would evaluate your performance in life on an ongoing basis. So clarify your vision for your life by asking yourself, what do you want to be? What do you want to do with the life that you have? And what do you want to have at the finish line of this journey called life? Ask yourself and answer yourself. The third key is to take 100% responsibility for your life. You need to have confidence in yourself and your path. And you need to be awake in yourself to be alive in the world. The expectations of others can dissuade us from living out our purpose in life. Operating according to someone else's dream for us instead of following our own dream is a recipe for eventual burnout. Because someone else's opinion of you does not have to be your reality. For instance, if everybody thinks you'll be a good accountant and you know you don't have the desire to be an accountant, but rather a mathematics teacher, simply be that. You don't have to live to meet other people's expectation of you. Would you change your life when their expectations change? To develop self-motivation, you need to be in the driving seat of your own life, on the path to fulfilling your innermost desires and doing so unapologetically. It is only on this path that your fuel or fire will never go out. Last but not the least key I'd like to share with you is chart the course for your future with a practical plan. Lack of direction leads either to paralysis or misspent energy, either of which undercuts motivation. Successful people research the road to the top in order to identify waypoints along the journey. These waypoints allow them to develop a mix of short-term and long-term goals that guide their day-to-day activities. They not only have a vision in mind, they also have a practical plan to move toward it. So if you seek to develop self-motivation and have it in excess, do not just identify where you are going or want to be. Also think about how you are going to get there. It would help if you read about people who are at the destinations you are aiming for and find out how they got there. Even if you don't choose their methods, you will get insight into possible approaches you can employ to reach your own destination. I hope these keys help you find your fire, because the best form of motivation is self-motivation. In fact, not many people succeed in life without self-generated drive. If you rely on others to energize you, or hesitate until the right mood hits, or delay until circumstances are ideal, then you'll spend most of your life waiting. Your motivation has to be intrinsic. There's a world of difference between motivated, self-motivated, and unmotivated people. Unmotivated people give required effort. Self-motivated people give inspired effort. While unmotivated people look for ways to do the minimum, motivated people seek every opportunity to do their best and go on to break their own records because they know there's always room for improvement. Psychologist Scott Geller, a researcher at the forefront of research on self-motivation, identified 3 questions we can use to determine whether we are self-motivated or not on any course of action. First, ask yourself, can you do it? Will it work? And 3, is it worth it? If you answered yes to each of these questions for any goal you have set for yourself, you are likely self-motivated. If you believe you can do it, you have self-efficacy. And if you believe it will work, you have response efficacy, meaning you believe that the action you are taking will lead to the outcome you want. And if you believe it is worth it, you have weighed the cost against the benefits and decided the benefits outweigh the costs. From this day, if you are feeling unmotivated or out of fire and at the edge of giving up on any goal you have set for yourself, check your mindset. Be sure it is positive and growth-oriented. Then clarify your vision for your life. Find your why and chart the course to your destination with a practical plan, like you are fully responsible for your life, because you are. I challenge you. Do your best to become the best you are capable of becoming. Challenge your limits and push yourself, because no one else is going to do it for you. It's a pleasure sharing the little I've learned on the subject with you. I am the voice of self-discovery. Let this be your go-to channel for learning, loving, and living the highest, truest expression of yourself as a human being. Subscribe and click the notification bell. Let's keep learning and growing together. You matter to me. Voice of self-discovery. Do you like a pro?